Island of Adventure is my favorite theme park that I've ever been to, and for good reason. The lineup of attractions in that park is absolutely unreal, from the amazing adventures of Spider-Man to Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. While the rides are the main reason I love this park so much, one element of theme parks that I find is rarely discussed are the walkthrough experiences. Walkthrough attractions provide a totally different experience than your traditional theme park ride. You're encouraged to take your time as you explore, noticing all the details as you make your way through a highly themed area. These places are admittedly rare in theme parks these days, although there have been some additional experiences built around the world that use a similar concept. Meow Wolf is a brand of popular walkthrough experiences, with the Omega Mart in Area 15 in Las Vegas being their most widely known attraction. Also at Area 15, Universal will soon be opening a permanent walkthrough experience of their own, with the Halloween Horror Nights attraction called Universal Horror Unleashed. Events like Halloween Horror Nights are among the most popular walkthrough attractions in the world, although there have been a few permanent ones that I really enjoy. Before heading to Orlando, I'd be remiss not to touch on the park with my favorite lineup of walkthrough attractions in the world. Disneyland Paris might be a bit lackluster when it comes to the rides, but it makes up for that weakness with a variety of walkthrough attractions. There's the Swiss Family Treehouse, Aladdin's Enchanted Passage, the Dragon's Lair, Alice's Curious Labyrinth, the Mysteries of the Nautilus, and, my personal favorite, Adventure Isle. Most of these were places I had no idea existed before my visit, but each added to the park's overwhelming beauty. Over at Walt Disney World, Journey of Water inspired by Moana is a fantastic addition to Epcot that showcases a bunch of interactive experiences. Next door, Animal Kingdom has a plethora of pathways dedicated to showing off animals and the natural environment. My favorite of these Disney World additions, though, is Tom Sawyer Island, an isolated area featuring a bunch of caves you can walk through and explore. What makes this experience so special is the optical illusions featured in these caves, which twist your perception in super interesting ways. Disney has announced that Tom Sawyer Island will be closing in the near future, which is sad to see despite its inevitability. That's where Islands of Adventure comes in. While most of my time visiting this park has been dedicated to the tremendous lineup of rides inside, having an annual pass has meant that I've been exploring the nooks and crannies of this park a lot more. From the side paths of Toon Lagoon to the Easter eggs in Marvel Superhero Island, there's a ton of little details to uncover throughout the park if you have the time. That led me to the discovery of my new favorite place at Island of Adventure, a play area located in the center of Jurassic Park called Camp Jurassic. Camp Jurassic is a place that may seem unassuming from the entrance. For most of my time coming to Universal, I'd assumed that it was an area entirely meant for kids. And to an extent, it is. There's a handful of different experiences that are clearly meant for younger guests, such as the rope climbing near the top of the mountains and the water cannons closer to the bottom. Much of this place is what you'd expect to see from a traditional play area, with slides and ladders scattered throughout the land. However, the theming of Camp Jurassic and what lies inside of it is what makes it so special. The rockwork is incredibly well detailed, with sharp angled peaks and beautiful caves hidden deep inside. Those caves are lit with some stunning multicolored lighting, which makes the surrounding environment seem almost magical once you're inside. Unfortunately, the caves don't feature the same mind-bending illusions as Tom Sawyer Island does, but there's still a nice place to walk around and explore if you ever get the chance. Even without those optical illusions, there are plenty of little secrets to discover along the way. Just as an example, each of these dinosaur footprints cause a different dinosaur sound to play depending on the one you're stepping on. Inside the amber mines, there's a similar spot that causes a loud screeching to play as soon as you walk past. Every time I explore this area, it feels like I discover something new, which is such a cool feeling for a park that I am all too familiar with. Not to mention, there's some great views of surrounding attractions, like the kid-friendly Pteranodon Flyers and the much more thrilling Jurassic World Velocicoaster. All that said, Camp Jurassic is an extremely special place for me. It feels so unique within the Orlando parks, especially in the modern day. Play areas and walkthrough attractions have become continuously less important for both Universal and Disney, with each focusing on major new rides that can bring guests in instead. I can't say that I don't understand that thinking, since it's hard to market a walkthrough experience as something that's worth traveling for. Still, I do hope we continue to get areas like this in their upcoming projects. Epic Universe is obviously a super exciting project, but I'll admit that I've been worried for some time now that it won't have a space that's quite like this. Sure, there's the play area over at the Isle of Berk, but that seems to be more of a basic edition like Shrek Swamp for Little Ogres at Universal Studios. Despite my concerns, I am hopeful that the park will have more nooks and crannies that we have yet to discover. After all, it hasn't even opened yet, so who am I to assume? Even still, with the imminent closure of Tom Sawyer Island at the Magic Kingdom, things are looking pretty bleak for the walkthrough attraction. As much as Dino Land is needed to go for quite some time now, it will be sad to see Animal Kingdom's only play area being demolished for a fleet of new attractions. Even Hollywood Studios lost a place like this, with the Honey I Shrunk the Kids movie set adventure closing to make way for Galaxy's Edge. Despite how much I tend to grumble about these things, I can't say that I don't understand it. Galaxy's Edge was a huge improvement for Hollywood Studios, and Tropical Americas will probably be a great addition to Animal Kingdom. The Magic Kingdom Cars attractions are a little more worrisome, but it's undeniable that they'll be more popular than what came before it. So the question right now is what area will be next? These walkthrough attractions don't seem to drum up much of a crowd, so why not replace them with something new? Especially in the case of Camp Jurassic, which I'd assume many people never even knew about. What's the point of keeping it around? In all honesty, I could see them getting rid of it. While Universal did spare this land back when they were building Jurassic World Velocicoaster, it's still a valuable plot of land in a park that's currently landlocked. If Universal sees the need for a new Jurassic Park attraction, this is the first plot of land that they would consider. The main thing saving it right now is its relatively small size, although I'm sure they could fit a flat ride or two in that spot if they really wanted to. However, I do think that places like Camp Jurassic are important in making a great theme park. Places like these allow you to slow down for a bit and notice the details. It brings attention to what makes a theme park, the theming. That's not to say that your traditional ride can't be well themed, it's just that you don't often get a chance to take it all in. Again, I'll use Disneyland Paris as an example. The ride lineup in that park is pretty limited, missing many of the attractions that seem essential at the other Disney parks. Despite that weakness, I'd consider Disneyland Paris to be the most beautiful theme park I have ever been to. The rides have so much space around them with some incredible theming throughout their queues. But what really brings the park together are those countless walkthrough attractions I mentioned earlier. It constantly felt as though I was discovering something new, even when I had ridden basically everything the park had to offer. A truly great theme park needs both things, a variety of great rides at a variety of thrill levels, and a variety of themed environments that let you slow down for a bit. Camp Jurassic is one of those spaces. Hopefully, it won't be the last. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different style of video. If you did, be sure to check out this other video ranking every land at Island of Adventure. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.